T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Here's part 2 to my Maketoys rear end review. And here is rear end with his reluctant buddy, Cyclonus here, with his Hurricane upgrade kit on. Here's how they look beside each other. Does that scale well to you? I don't know. Anyway, what's been changed here from regular reveal to shield Cyclonus? Number one, the head. It still just swivels. They didn't add any neck articulation or anything. The arms, this whole section right here, this whole chunk has been changed. So now instead of grape all being all gray solid plastic right there, it's actually purple just like the rest of his arm. It matches almost completely. It's a little tiny shade darker than the rest. But they did a good job matching this painted light purple with this purple up here. The wrist does gain rotation right here. And the fingers, it has one trigger finger on the original, but now it just has these two right there. And it even has the thumbs and fingers are made to look more like sharp like the comic. They added these side skirts right here, which are made of like a nice hard plastic. They cover the whole side of the leg, front to back, giving him like a samurai feel. Now they spread out to the side excellently, but getting them to kick forward, you're losing massive articulation. And this one right here seems to want to pop off on me repeatedly. It didn't when I first put it on, but when I tried to get his leg to rotate, man, it's just been popping off on me left and right. When it does move back out of the way, if you just want to kick forward, if you have to, but now it's not on his leg. So I don't know if that's gonna bug anybody, and I haven't figured out a way. It's like it's impossible to get that to rotate forward the way it's molded. Now we go to the rear, or let's zoom in on this new face. Looks just like he looked in the comics before they finally fixed his horn, which I'm not gonna lie, that was driving me crazy. The OCD in me. Whew. Anyway, I want things to be symmetrical, especially if they're designed to be symmetrical in the first place. Here he is with his original head. Quite different. I don't know if I'm going to keep that head on. Everything else I like, but I might keep his original head because I hate that he has one horn missing. I wish that was optional. And now lastly, the back, he has this sword and sword scabbard. It's basically here in his little target master port. But that can be straight up. It can rotate. The sword can come out, of course. And I found out that this is detachable. But here's one crazy, annoying thing about this set. They gave him this nice sword, nice new hands, but for the life of me, I can't get that handle all the way through. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I did try to end both hands, various different angles. It goes about there and then stops. I don't know if I need to use a hair dryer or whatever, but I don't have time for that. The fist are on a small little ball joint. I figure I should mention that. So there is a little taste of wiggle back and forth. What I wanted to try to do was bring his hands forward like this and hold it like this and get him to hold that sword through there, but I can't get him to hold that for crap, which is unfortunate. Let me grab my drift and see if I can put his sword in his hands. Here we have him with drift, and I never realized that they're like the same freaking height. Oh boy, it's warped. But anyway, this is definitely a softer plastic. Let's see. No, damn. Softer plastic or not, I still can't get this. Oh, wait, no. This hand is better. And let's compare these. This has a skinnier blade. It's a different design altogether. But this looks skinnier. Not as thick, but let me try to do this again. No, I cannot get the sword in his hand, so that's unfortunate. Let's see if Drift can hold it. Yeah, Drift can hold it nicely. Just went right in. Let's see if he can do this with it. Yeah. So it's compatible with Drift, everybody. It doesn't have the little Japanese characters on it, but the sword is compatible with Drift. Before we go to transformation, these hands are compatible with Nightstick, I believe his name is. And I was able to wedge this peg all the way down in there before. But these hands are kind of weird and finicky. But you can still hold them, and since they can rotate now, you can have the spike hanging down like that, but now he just has a big hollow hole right there. But it is cool that they gave him wrist rotation. But anyhow, transformation, pretty much the same thing. Rotate the fist in right here. One more extra step, you gotta fold these out. Get this out the way. Rotate these on the ball. Let's leave it like that for now and keep it out of the way. Just separate these shoulders. Spin his head around. Open up his back. Fold out this stuff that's in here. Grab this, point that forward, and shut that like that. Go ahead and might as well, we have to do the legs first. Separate the legs right here, and he transforms a little bit like the Combiner Wars Deluxe's transforms these days. Point the feet down like this. Separate the legs. Point the feet down like this. Go ahead and rotate these. Put that there. Oh, actually, I'm doing something wrong, aren't I? Oh, yeah. You have to move these out. Put that into there. Push his arms up into the shoulders and peg this into here. Now we can rotate the arm around and peg this into the back of his legs. Same thing. Put your trowel. Make sure this groove right here is pointing towards that. Shove that up into here. Rotate this around. Rotate this wing around. Plug it into the rear legs. And now from what I can see on the box, because it's all covered and whatnot, these just sit back here like thrusters. And this little piece has an extra extra function of making this less hollow back here. So now he has thrusters right there. He still has this sword sheath right there. So you can still store the sword, but I guess it's this way. Let's see. I'm gonna rotate it. Oh, he still can carry his sword. So let me take this off because some people might think that's silly. Well, yeah, it's the same old reveal the shield universe Cyclonus with extra thrusters right here, and that filled in. Put the target master up here and shoot people. So, this add-on kit is cool. What sucks is it gives you less leg mobility, at least 4 leg mobility, but it does make him look a little bit more like the comics in robot mode. The head, I like the face, but I don't like him missing that horn. These hands, the thrusters right here are colored in and everything's purple. He does have visible hand syndrome more than he did when he had these plain gray ones on there, because you see how this comes up to cover all the fingers, make sure the fingers aren't exposed. You can see fingers right there, but who looks at this thing upside down? I do like this function right here. I guess you could lift it up like that and have the thrusters showing like that. I forgot to mention these new pieces lose the ability to put that on his hand. Like these hands, you could plug this into the thrusters and he could just be aiming the target master with the back of his fist instead of holding it in his hand, like his hand transformed into the gun or whatnot. But yeah, this is a cool add-on set, and I'm happy I got it free or packed in with this dude. I don't know if they're gonna sell it separately later. I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked into things that far. While I'm here, before I get to, at the end of this video, I'm gonna have the instructions on how to plug all this stuff in. But let's see how tall tailgate is, or rear end, next to nightstick. Yeah, nightstick is rather short. But anyway, this add-on set and this whole set is cool. I love tailgate. I already said that in his review. So thanks for watching, and right now you're about to see me put all of this stuff on him. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy the next part. Thanks for watching. Okay, everybody. I know I'm going to put this on the end of the video, so it feels weird starting this. But from what I can see right now, and I don't know if I'm going to actually talk about this in my actual review, but this purple matches up like damn near perfectly. Like the purple on this toe right here, it's like damn near the same thing. So let's start getting this together. One thing I didn't mention in tailgate rear ends video, it comes with this nice instruction manual, and on the back there's detailed instructions on how to get what you need to do to get this add-on kit on. Cyclonus here. Focus for me, darn. There are all the screws you need to remove. And where you need to put the new pieces at. But they don't show you how to transform them with this stuff on, so I guess you have to figure that out yourself. Anyway, let's get to this. At least, hopefully I can get to this. I can see I need to remove this screw from his buttocks. Off here. This screw from the back of his arms. Oh, come on. Oh man, what the world? Oh, let me do the head. I hope I don't need something smaller than this. Let's see if I can get that out. And this may be a little bit boring, but basically, you need to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the one from his butt, 8. Let me get another smaller screwdriver. I have a smaller one that came with my Apollyon. I have all the screws out of his head. Now I can detach the back with the light piping in there. From the front, slide that off with a little mesh mushroom peg. Now I'll tackle these arms. I have the screws out of 4 arms, and basically what you're expected to do is remove this fist right here. Since that's the left arm, find the left fist right here, peg it in over here. Oh boy, hold on. Put it back on this mushroom peg right here. Put the back on and screw it back together. The hip skirt, it comes folded down like this. It has the screw already in there, thankfully, so you can't mess it up. Screw that into his rear. Now that it's screwed on the rear, what they want you to do is go ahead, it's down like this. Rotate these up on the ball joint, then rotate this forward with these out to the side. It seemed like it would be hard to do, but it wraps right around the legs. And this purple, like I said, it matches that purple right there, which is awesome. Now the new head, Hurricane head, Cyclonus, has 1 screw in there. Unscrew that and wrap it around a mushroom peg. Here's a head size comparison before I put it on. So yeah, this face is a little bit bigger. Doesn't look like it, but yeah. This head seems to be smaller, but they're around the same size. Oh, getting this part apart is difficult. It seems like you have to peel it off, which I didn't realize this is soft plastic. And now that reveals another screw right there. I might not even, yes I did, never mind. I was going to say it looked like I didn't need to unscrew the smaller screw at the top, but I did. So now that's out. Separate it. We can clamp it onto the mushroom peg. Affix this back there. And screw it back. Once it's screwed back in there, take the back of his head skirt and just clamp it back around his head until it's fitting properly, which seems to be easier said than done, but there we go. So now, one more final piece, the little sword scabbard right there, or holder. You have to put it on in this orientation where it's like a V shape going up like that. Put that into his back. Now you're complete. Lastly, the sword comes in this little baggie right here. It's very reminiscent to Drift's blade, but yeah, I'll talk about this in a review. Thanks for watching this video to completion. You're a real trooper. Subscribe, like, comment, all that. T-Man978 out of here.